Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching GEEKCASTER, everything sci-fi, fantasy, and pop culture commentary. How you doing? I am Seven. We have Drew, and we have Corey.
What was that pause?
Oh, the special effects and things going on. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. This
We're
thing's
blowing
happening.
something up. Okay, I'm like, there's no way he forgot the name of the show. So
No,
what was
no,
going
no,
on?
no. Definitely not. Definitely
All right,
not.
blowing something up. Okay, all right.
Blowing something up. Yeah. So, okay, so we have a lot to talk about today. A lot of movies. So let's start with Scream and just keep going. Scream 7. And actually, let's do something a little different this time. First of all, let's start off with a thumbs up or thumbs down on that.
What if you
Thumbs
didn't
up.
see it? Can I need to give a thumbs up or
What?
thumbs down? I got as far as Scream 4, I think. I was going back and rewatching all of them. I got as far as Scream 4 before life just started lifing, and I just completely didn't pick them up again. So
Right.
I didn't get there, and I didn't want to cheat and bypass the others. So,
Okay.
maybe this one.
I
I'll give
cheated
you
and
the
bypassed
Cotimus.
Right. Well, I would definitely say it was better than the last one. What do you say about that, Corey? Would that be a safe bet?
The only one I didn't quite remember is 5, but I
Okay.
do think, yeah, this one was definitely a decent watch.
You know, there were definitely moments that it's like if you didn't see it, you're okay. You didn't miss.
hmm
You know, the bar has definitely gotten lower and lower for me with the Scream series, but this one actually went up a little bit. Um, Without giving away the plot for anyone that wants to see Scream 7, the use of adding AI as part of the conversation or potentially being part of the conversation, do you feel
That
that
was
that was
dope.
just relevant at the time, or do you feel it was trying too hard?
No, I thought that was a good mechanic to add to the film.
Okay,
When the film started, I thought it was going to be dumb.
okay.
When they went to the house, I thought that was crazy. But after that, it slowly increased. And once they brought in the AI portion of it, I thought that was
Mm-hmm.
fun.
Mm-hmm. I feel that we should, and Drew, you had a really great idea to kind of talk about a film that we've probably already spoke about and fix it. Like these are the things you should have done in the with the film, because there was a was it Chad Meeks Martin, one of the characters, and there was a Cleo Parker. I feel that those two those
Not
two
necessary.
characters, they weren't necessary, but if you were going to use them in the film, I think they would have they could have been used a lot better. I'll leave it at
A
that
lot
for
better.
it'll be one of those spoiler alerts. But we've got Nev Campbell, Isabel Gray. Who else was in there that they brought back?
Matt Lillard.
Roger Jackson, Courtney Cox. So if you're a fan of the franchise, I think this will be all right for you. If
hmm
if you're like on the fence or all the way to the left, this wasn't it. This yeah, I don't think so. But
Even as like a random movie to watch, I thought it
mm-hmm.
was is decent. Better than the B movies we have reviewed.
Mm, interesting.
Speaking of ready or not, but but I thought it was a fun watch.
Drew, did you see Gen Z? Gen V. Did you see
Gen
any of
5.
it? Their new
Oh, the
season?
spin-off of The Boys.
Mm-hmm.
Unless there's a season that popped up that I'm missing, yeah, I think I'm caught up on that one.
Mm-hmm.
It is. It's been kind of a good companion series for the show that it came from, The Boys, which is in its last season. I think its
Right.
last season just started up.
Right.
I rock with it. Been rocking with it since season one. It's good. I would just say that in certain places, it feels more like it's not necessarily filler. I can't say that's filler because the events
Right.
tie in too much to the actual events of the show.
Right.
But in some cases, it seems like things are superfluous to what actually matters in the world of the boys.
Right. Okay.
They give little nods to things that are happening in each season and each show respectively. But I kind of think that with this last season, I'll be able to make a final judgment based off of how the series ends.
Right.
I'll be able to say ultimately whether or not Gen V was just kind of a the afterthought show, or if it actually is like a decent tie-in to where it's like, no, all the events were relevant and they connected and had some kind of meaning in the finished product. So, but yes, I do like Gen V though.
Honestly, what I think they're gonna do is after the boys end, they're going to continue with Gen V. It's going to be like the spin-off. It's just going to be the continuation of it. That's what I foresee. I think that's what they're going to do.
They could. My only thing about that is I don't know if the characters that they have are strong enough to carry like another 3-4 seasons.
Probably
I
not
think
that
that
long.
once they're like in the second or third season of the show, they got maybe one more after the show ends. But once they graduate or once they decide that they're like done with the college thing, it just needs to end. I think it just should be done after that.
Yeah. I'm hoping they all end.
Let it go out strong.
Yeah, go out strong for sure. I feel the same way. It's a
They're not
companion
they're not a
show,
strong note.
and a lot of things feel like it's filler, just like a money grab. Well, we got to have this amount of episodes and keep people interested, and the tie-ins are nice, but it's right on the line, you know. And I think one of the problems
And I would
is because
also
there's
add
so
this
many
too,
characters.
because there you go. You segued into it perfectly. I would say this too because there's another spinoff they're already planning, which is a prequel, and it's going to be about Soldier Boy and them, like the first generation of heroes that were made by Vought. So if you got Gen V going on, and the two spinoffs that are still going on, you got a lot of characters that are just going to be like they exist, but they don't necessarily have anything to do with each other. That's a lot of heads juggling around for no apparent reason. And yeah, just end off on a strong note and then do something else.
Right. Right. Is the Soldier Boy thing really happening? That's for sure.
Oh yeah, they got posters. Jensen Ackles, he plays the main, I guess our main guy for this one, who is not a hero. He's a World War II guy. He's basically like, in keeping and standing with the boys in its world, it's like you take the superheroes that we know from Marvel, DC, what have you, and you give them what would be, in my opinion, more realistic portrayals of what they would be like if people like that actually existed. So their Captain America is an absolute degenerate, like most people with powers in the boys, absolute degenerate.
Right.
And I'm kind of hoping if they do go back and show all like the that first wave, the first like generation of heroes that they made with the serum, it kind of shows the ripple effect of what would later on become the boys in Gen V. Like you see a lot of establishing work for what would be referenced later on in the series, and the Godalkin guy.
Right.
You guys all watch this show, right?
Yep.
So when I say Godalkin, it doesn't sound like okay. Godalkin's whole thing with creating the means of having superheroes, him getting it put out there, him aligning with Vought, that I find interesting. But I kind of need to see this thing play off where y'all can help me with this character. Who's the one absolute bedwench in the show? Who's like his chick right now? She's supposed to be super smart.
The black chick. I forget her name.
Yeah, Sister Sage. There she is.
No, it's not Sister Soldier, is it?
No.
It's Sage. It's
Sage.
Sage. Sister Sage, who I absolutely hate. She's like probably one of my. After the Nazi that they had with the other chick, she's in the running for like my most loathed character. That's even after Homelander. So if they show that whole thing and ultimately pay that off with her getting her comeuppance, I'm cool, absolutely cool with the whole series about the first generation of douchebags that came from this Vought thing. So fingers crossed. We'll see what happens with that because I need her gone. I need her gone.
Same critique with Daredevil, Born Again. We have
that started up.
we have too many characters to focus on. You know, because we have Kingpin's wife. You know, and is she really relevant? She's there, but why is she all of a sudden a player in his world. We have now, what is the Froggy dies right in the very beginning. That's the first thing that
They took
happens.
Froggy out
Yeah.
episode 1. So yeah, last season episode
First
1.
10 minutes.
10 minutes. I knew something was gonna happen. I'm like, are they really gonna kill off one or more of the characters from Jump? I'm like, man, Foggy's gone. That's crazy, y'all. But yeah,
Psychologist,
yeah.
which Matt Murdock was
Heather.
dating.
Here's the thing. Okay, thank you. You got into that. Remember how last season I was saying, look, they're setting up a lot of stuff that they're gonna need to pay off in season 2 for it to be good. Otherwise,
Right.
this whole show is just garbage.
Right.
They're getting further into it, and they're doing this kind of Gotham, I would say, esque thing with Heather, because I can't stand Heather. She got annoying in season 1
Wow.
with this whole Daredevil comes in and saves her from Muse. She shoots Muse, but walks away saying, I saved myself. You click to her in season 2, and she's completely twacked. She's got Muse's mask in her apartment now. And I'm like, are you going to put it on?
Right.
I would love to hear you say you saved yourself, and then you put on that mask and you become the next Muse. That'd be kind of interesting. So I'm waiting to see, again, fingers crossed, where they take her plot yarn, because right now she's working with Fisk.
Right.
For like falsifying evidence and getting the mass vigilantes put away. So she's full heel. She's a full heel turn already. So I want to see her become the next Muse. And aside from that, I want, what was it? Baby White Panther? What's her name?
Oh, yeah.
White Tiger.
White Tiger.
She just now put the little amulet on. And
Right.
her thing, they need to do something with her because she showed up. She was moving around like all stealthy and stuff. I'm like, all right, she needs to get some training. She needs to meet up with Matt, but they got to pay that off too. But so far, it's been okay. It's been I want to see where they go with this season, but it's been
Did you jump into it smoothly, or I had a little problems of it with watching it.
What do you mean?
Meaning that to be invested in all the different characters, I feel as if there's too many, and the ones that you just see in your mind not being that important. Where's the payoff? What's gonna happen? Who's gonna die? Who's gonna we wanna let's get to it.
Many? I wouldn't say there's too many, but they're still cooking. The ones that we have are still cooking, and depending on where they go with this season,
Right.
because Matt's kind of the same.
Matt's the same.
Karen's the same. Wilson is the same.
Well, Karen Page is interesting this season because now she's learning how to fight,
She finally learned how to throw a punch. Yeah. 3 seasons later, I kind of think that's like, I like that they took the time to establish that skill set, because she's out doing actual missions and stuff with Daredevil now, and she's actually shooting folks and knocking folks out and taking hostages. If she just came in and just started doing that with no explanation, I'd be like, BS. This is just some Mary Sue stuff at work. But I like that they show her doing and doing the work and actually getting the training in.
Right.
Vanessa, to your other point, Seven, yeah, she's kind of just floating around right now. But we do know that she's already kind of a major piece in the puzzle.
Right.
I'm almost positive this whole thing with Bullseye, who's like the guardian angel for Daredevil right now, his identity, which is crazy. That part of the plot's kind of crazy.
That is crazy.
Where people who do find out who Daredevil is, they get yapped. And then he sends them a little knife that says, "You're welcome" on it.
that was amazing.
That is kind of sick. That was kind of sick. So I'm like, all right, we know that she's behind that, but in what capacity, we don't know yet.
That moment when Bullseye did that got me back in. Like, I started losing it, and then I started to multitask, but at that moment, it was like, oh, this is a show again. Here we go.
Yeah.
You know?
That was kind of a highlight moment of the season so far, is the fact that they have this really weird, dysfunctional dynamic where they're arch nemesis.
Right.
But he's protecting him.
Right.
And there's this whole angle where Fisk knows who Matt Murdock is, so it's like, you know what? I'm going to do a 2-pronged thing where I want people to hunt Daredevil, but I want people to find Matt Murdock.
Right.
It's like day and night versus it's that part is what has me still enveloped in the show, I'll say.
Isn't that a Batman thing too? There's another superhero where, like, we all know who you are, but it doesn't benefit us to let other people know who you are. It's actually worse if they
Batman
know who you are.
specifically.
It's a
Well, yeah,
Batman
well, we'll say
thing.
that is canon in the comics. Fisk does know who Daredevil actually is, but he's like, when I take him out, I want it to be personal. I want him to know that I know. That way, he can't ever relax. He doesn't know when I'm going to strike. He doesn't know who, but he knows that I know. They're doing that in the show. Batman, I think Hugo Strange figured it out, but he kept it to himself. He didn't tell anybody. And maybe, depending on what story, Joker might know.
Right.
Maybe.
I think they did show that in one of the animations that Joker did find out. I can't remember which one.
I'm thinking so, but it could be Mandela effect. That's why I didn't want to behold myself to a single quote. But I think he might know.
Yeah,
and he's
I
same
think so.
thing. It's like I'm not going to tell anybody because that'll spoil the fun.
So let's. This one is probably going to be really short here. Wonderman. I just haven't been inspired to jump into it. Should I be watching the show?
Now, yeah, because they announced there's going to be a season 2 somehow.
Well, it makes sense how it's going to be a season 2, but
You think so? Because where it ended, I'm like, after that, he just becomes a regular superhero. But the Gitch is with him, he's trying to be a movie star that keeps his superhero identity secret. Interesting enough premise, but I'm like, that's not. You're not going to get what you got in season 1, 2, what you had in season 1. It's going to be a very different show.
Gotcha. So he's a superhero because I thought he just wanted to be famous, and then
he does.
There's this one thing. I don't know if this gives away the plot, but no, because it's Marvel. It's set in the Marvel universe. There is a clause that superheroes can't be movie stars because of an incident that happened. And now you have Wonder Man who wants to act in a movie.
Right.
He understands that he has these abilities, and he's also worried that this would stop him from achieving his dream of becoming a serious actor.
So he really is a superhero. He really does have powers.
What? I'd say it's 7. Just power through it, man. Watch.
Okay.
It's called the Doorman clause. There's a whole episode they dedicate to it. I know it's not what you're expecting when you think of a Marvel joint. It's definitely different than those, and that's why I like it personally.
Okay.
It's more of a drama comedy than it is a superhero thing. Okay. It kind of had something better going for it when you didn't quite know if dude had powers or not. But when they introduced the Doorman clause and the idea that what Corey just said is if you have superpowers because of reasons, you can't be a celebrity or movie star person. Okay. And it's him trying to navigate this secret versus him trying to be a successful actor.
This is a much better show than Ironheart. I think what Ironheart they wanted to attempt is actually what Wonder Man did, which was poke fun of itself, show like the realism of it. And there's a lot of surprises in Wonder Man that I think fans will enjoy.
Okay. I never watched. Who directed Wonder Man?
Oh, who did?
Do you know?
Look it up.
I remember. I think it's Andrew Clark or something like that. I don't remember.
I have a Destin Daniel Cretton as the Cretton or Cretton as the primary director and executive producer of the Wonder Man series. They had a few different directors come in and do different episodes, though.
Right.
So it had that kind of like rotating platform for each episode. Right. But I think the main guy.
So.
And I'll look up the showrunner too, just to be sure.
Right.
Wonder Man showrunner.
Oh, Andrew Guest created it, but the director, Bonnie Munoz for the entire series. Bonnie Munoz oversaw the series.
Okay.
Yeah, Andrew Guest is the main guy. Destin Daniel Cretton is the other guy. And again, they had a few directors do different episodes.
Now, did you guys see Ready or Not?
Is this the one with
the hide and seek in the mansion?
Right.
Yeah, the demented family thing, and they're trying to like kill the chick that's not Margot Robbie, right?
Yeah. The
right.
Is that movie? Did I get that one right?
Yeah.
I didn't see that one, but I know they made this sequel. And my thing is with the sequel, I'm like, y'all kind of did all that you could do with that one. How are you going to bring her back for that? And then I looked up the plot. They have her and her sister now in it. So they're doubling down. They're really doing some sequelitis with this one. So I'll get around to it. I haven't watched it yet though.
Yeah. As far as creating a sequel, yeah,
Doesn't make sense.
it no, they make it work. They make it work. I mean, it's a stretch for sure, but
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
well,
I,
we still got Drew.
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm just
okay.
adjusting.
Got you. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a stretch for sure. Did it need to happen? Definitely not. But it definitely opened up doors for the next film, which we'll probably talk about next week, which was They Will Kill You, because it pretty much has that whole survival, everyone's out to get me thing with Zazie
Which one
Beetz.
is that one?
The one with Zazie
Oh,
Beetz.
okay. I'm gonna wait for streaming on that one. I'm waiting because that's exactly it. I'm like, this just looks like
It's the same
that other
movie.
one with the chick
Right.
full of killers.
Right.
This one is just with other girl.
Right.
So I'm gonna wait. I'm not in a rush for either of those.
I'm just gonna give Ready or Not a thumbs down because that was a waste of my time.
Dang.
Which, both of them? 1 and 2?
I only saw one.
Okay. Okay.
Wonder Man gets a thumbs up. Ready or Not gets a thumbs down.
Okay, I still had to check out what was it? There's something else I was gonna dip into with this one as well. Getting off of that one.
Which is
I guess we could say that for another one. The Furious. I don't know if you guys saw it yet. You want to talk about
Oh
actual
yeah, I want to see that.
Dude. In
When
the
did
spirit
that-
of
that
the
came out?
Raid Redemption. No, it's not. Not yet. I want to say it's it'll be in May or June. I gotta
I
check.
will see that in theaters. That's going to be amazing.
I'm gonna be there. Yeah, opening night. I'm there
What's
opening
it
night
called?
for that
Furious?
one.
Furious.
The Furious.
Yeah.
What's that about?
And it's got Joe Taslim. It's the same crew basically from the Raid Redemption. That's the Indonesian action joint by Gareth Edwards. Both of them were great. The Redemption and then its sequel Barandal were both awesome action films. Some of the best I would say in decades. And if this is that crew, I was already interested. But with this trailer that they put out, man, we're back, y'all. We're back, gentlemen.
Wow.
If you look at the
I'm
trailer for
hyped
the Raid,
for that one.
if you look at the trailer for the Raid 1, it's amazing. And then you watch the movie, you're like, wow, that's crazy. Then you watch the trailer for Raid 2, you're like, oh, they upped the level. Then you watch the movie, it was like, blew you out of the water. And then I saw the trailer for the Furious, automatic yes.
Yeah, they earned that. With as good as the Raid was, just in trailer form, you're like, okay, that could be a good action movie. You go in, it completely blows your expectations away for the better. Randall was enticing. It's like, all right, well, the Raid was legit. You go in, they gave you everything that they advertised and then some with the type of film that it is and how it plays out. So the Furious, man, they already got my ticket.
You already know I don't do trailers. But I watched the Furious trailer a couple of times. I'm like, oh my gosh.
I'm in. I'm so in. Dude, the scene where you have Joe Taslim fighting a bunch of dudes and there's just a mountain of bodies. I'm like, yeah, I'm going. I am going, bro.
Okay. Well, you guys got me amped. I didn't see the trailer, so I'm going to check that out.
I'll send it to
That's
you
a must
in
watch.
2 minutes. I'll send it to you in 2 minutes. I'm going opening night for that bad boy.
Wow.
So in.
All right,
This brings back nostalgic martial arts films that kind of transition into action films. And this is probably going to be the best one, like Drew said, in decades.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. So we'll wait on that. But They Will Kill You. There's definitely things that troubling with the script. And I could easily say, or hear Drew say, well, what did you expect? Did you expect it to be? But there were definitely good moments, funny, kind of a callback to old kung fu films that I thought was kind of cool to see. But we'll talk about that later. But I think I did see something with the Furious. I think I did see. It was like a parking lot, and the guy was fighting or something.
No, it looked like an
Right?
underground fight club warehouse scene.
I think
Yeah,
I
there's
did.
like an underground lot or parking lot or warehouse or something where there's
Mhm.
stuff popping off.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And this is a standalone film. This is not part 2 or anything like that, right?
It
No,
seems like it's its own joint.
Okay.
The only thing I would say this: if they somehow wanted to get that brave and try to connect it, what if we find out, Corey, that this actually does take place in the world of like Rama and them from the raid? It's just in a different part of the country.
that's
Oh, that's the only way to make that even more sick than it already is. It's like a silent part 3. Because remember, we never got a part 3 for the raid officially, right?
true.
What if the Furious is like that silent like part that makes it the trilogy? We don't find out until the end. Rama shows up like at the end or something. I say that only because the guy that plays Mad Dog, he showed up in both parts 1 and 2. He's also in this one. This could be just because he's one of their main guys. He's one of their staple actors. But what if we find out he's like Mad Dog's cousin or like twin brother or something?
Well, Mad Dog the actor of Mad Dog did do a couple of other films that I saw, so this kind of gives me credence that it's a standalone. But you mentioning that, if this is the untitled Raid 3,
Okay.
Could be a standalone.
Well,
And
okay,
I'm
so
fine
is
with
this,
that.
is this
but
a
if they
young
find way to
girl?
make
A
it
young
soft
girl is
part 3,
kidnapped.
It's kind of a two. Well, that's one of the plot points. There's multiple characters. One of the guys has a daughter.
Okay.
I guess another character has a wife.
Mhm.
They both end up disappearing. They're both kidnapped, and there's like a human trafficking thing that I'm gauging from the trailer. And they and a couple other guys go in individually or together. I'm not quite sure for different reasons.
Okay.
And when they get there, just violence and zaniness ensues, and it looks insane.
So if you understand the premise of the raid, one cop goes into this criminal organization controlled apartment building and just wreaks havoc floor to floor. Raid 2, same thing. The Furious, they go into a warehouse.
I'm looking at it right now. It does look crazy.
The way, the tone, the way that it shot, the world, I'm like, this could very easily just be an extension of that group, whoever the criminal organization was in part 2, because it expands in part 2. In part 1, it's the one crime lord that has the entire tenement just under his reign, like an evil landlord, right? Part 2, there are people that he was connected to that were on the outside, and Rama goes under. Our main character from number 1 goes undercover in part 2. If they were to extend that, I'm telling you, we could find out that these are just those other guys that work with both parties from parts 1 and 2.
Okay. And when does this come out?
I got to double check the date. Give me 1 second.
The more you talk, the more parallels I'm starting to see.
It could happen. They don't have to. They really don't have to. But I'd be so hyped.
But if they did,
that's what that was. So clean. I'm so hyped that they've managed to pull that off. It's a shared universe, y'all. Oh, snap.
They pulled a Marvel.
Okay.
They busted a Marvel on us, and I'm with it. I'm so with it. This will come out. Well, it premiered at the 50th Toronto International Film Festival in September of last year, so 2025. It will be released. I didn't get a date. Come on, release.
Next week.
Sorry, guys. I wish I'd have my ticket already. I want to say May, but let me try and refine this search here really quick.
All right. While you're looking for that, we're going to be waiting for that date while you're looking at that. So in the meanwhile, you can check us out
May
at
29th.
May 29th? Excellent. So
May 29th. There we go. Yeah.
And we'll definitely cover that. You're watching GeekCaster. Go to geekcaster.com. If you're watching us on cable, thank you very, very much. If you're watching us on YouTube, thank you also. You could always simply go to geekcaster.com and check out all our pop culture commentary and the sci-fi fantasy pop commentary. Thank you, Drew. Thank you, Corey. I'm Seven, and we're out. There you go. Woohoo!